All right, just really quick before we get started here today, guys. Let's see, no bullying or harassment of anybody mentioned in this live stream, anybody in the chat or the comments. Don't go to other people's channels and bully or harass them there. Let's just not do it, okay? Does that sound good? Cool. Moving on. Um, Really quick because apparently I now have to do these for Amberlynn streams. I don't know that I have to, but other people have had some issues with this lately. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might be otherwise infringing. All right. Um, I'm going to go ahead and just pop into the screen today and say hi, hello, lovely people of the internet. 'Tis I, Ophelia Hartwig, aka Savage Minnow, here today to talk about the Amberverse. We're going to do an Amberlynn Reed reaction to her latest video that she posted about the copyright striking. I think it says in the title. I haven't seen it yet actually, but she has been copyright striking channels that do like clip channels where they like take clips of her videos and basically they do the abbreviated version of the live stream. I think I Bottle is one that I react to sometimes here on my live stream because it's you guys have seen when I do like a live stream reaction to Amberlynn stream reaction, it is hard. I play it at speed and a half, and we go for hours and hours and hours longer than she does. When it's a condensed version, like what Bottle does, Apathetic Facts is one. There's a few others. Apparently, Amberlynn has copyright struck Apathetic Facts. I don't know if she's going to talk more about that in her video, but before we get to that, I do have some quick little like announcement thingies. I am, first of all, I'm working on the party pants. I know that I've been like talking about the party pants and like working on the party pants for a while. They actually Streamlabs merch. I was like a little bit mad because they like deleted. I had like a design that I came up with, and then they like deleted them, and I was like, "What's up with this? Like, why are you deleting my party pants?" And actually, they came back to me, and they were actually as mad as I was. They did it in our best interest because they were like, actually, there's like too much detail on this, and like the way that the pattern is cut, they couldn't guarantee basically like that it would be nice quality on every single one of them. They're like, it might be a little bit off, and we're concerned that it wouldn't look right if it was a little bit off. And I was like, okay, that's fair. So I got to find a more, like a less detailed pattern. So I'm working on that a little bit. Also, with the beanies, I did actually end up like taking down the one beanie listing and like uplisting a new beanie of the cutesy on purpose beanies because they are super cutesy. My mom like comes up with like the best ideas for merch, I swear to God. And that was, if you haven't seen, that was from Gamer Mom Cooking. It was a Reddit post that somebody like took down pretty quickly. And he had said like his girlfriend was like being like quote cutesy on purpose and like the as if there was something wrong with it. My mom was like, "You need merch that says cutesy on purpose." So we did make cutesy on purpose merch. We're doing 10 limited beanies. The original ones, they were just with the listing. I wanted them to be embroidered, and I was like, "Yes, let's do like nice embroidered ones." But they were like $25, I think, was like what the uh, eventual listing ended up being with the embroidery and everything. And I did not realize that when I had first done it. I was like, "Oh, that's like too expensive for a beanie." So I actually took that listing down and put up a little bit more inexpensive beanie. It's not they're not cotton. It's a nylon beanie, but I think it's just going to be less price exclusionary for people. But yeah, there's those up there. Um, I think that is it for the merch store links. Yeah. For those of you who haven't seen on MathPig's channel this week, I should probably link it down in the description. We did a reaction stream. Actually, only did half of it yesterday, and then we're going to do the other half of it tomorrow. Answers and Reason did a video that was 10 questions for atheists. So we're doing some, me and a panel of other atheists, which I think Fabio is on that panel. I think he like still technically considers himself Catholic, but I think he's like an atheist guy. I don't know. But anyway, there's all kinds of different atheists, I guess, on there. But Brina Rice is one I know like her audience overlaps with my audience a lot. But that was I think the first time that she's been on MathPic's channel. But she was on there, and I'm hoping that she'll come back on Thursday because her comments were quite insightful and much appreciated. So we've got more of that coming up. Also, if you guys were watching on Friday when we talked about Astroworld, just an update on that. I'm not really going to go into it, but there was another now ninth person who's lost their life, and it was, I believe, a child that that has since passed away on that. I just wanted to give you an update on that. Also, another sad update is Isabella Kaluha, or Ariel Kaluha. Her birth name was Ariel. The search was called off for her. If you guys were paying attention, I talked to her a little bit. She was a missing child, and her parents had been arrested. So, as far as we know, like it's nothing obviously has been proven in a court of law or anything like that, and I don't really know any of the details that came out about that, but I might do a little bit more research in that and let you know what I find out. It can be a little bit emotionally taxing for me just to like kind of talk about some of these a little bit more emotionally heavy things, which is another thing that I want to get into in announcements is I think I'm actually going to take a page out of Amberlynn's book, and I'm going to set a schedule. So what I want to try and do is Monday morning talk about like more community news, YouTube stuff, maybe slightly more serious topics on Monday. Wednesday we'll do like this where we'll catch up on the Amberverse, maybe do a quick reaction. And then on Friday, I will hang out with my mom and do a gamer mom cooking. And that way I think I can do like a pretty set schedule where it's not like too much for me. Oops, sorry. It's not too much for me, and also I'm getting in all the things because I feel like if I could really sort of focus on the community news sort of stuff, I miss out on stuff in the Amberverse, and the Amberverse is just entertaining to me, and I know that like there are people who watch me for the atheist community news, that sort of thing, and they're like, oh my gosh, why do you even cover these people, this Amberlynn Reed person? But it's because I find it entertaining, and dang it, sometimes we just like sometimes we have to entertain ourselves. So that's what's up with that. Now also in atheist community news, and I know like this announcement section is going a little bit long, but I promise after this we're gonna get to cute pets. So in atheist community news, the Lavender Lady, the lovely Miss Lady Diana Clarion, who is my absolute favorite YouTuber. She's like my favorite person on this platform. For those of you who don't know, she needs a kidney. Her kidneys are shot. There is a potential donor that has been found. The main thing as far as getting her a kidney is going to be getting people there to like basically like babysit and stuff after the surgery and that whole thing. And we have to like basically get people who are like ready at a moment's notice to jump and go do it, and have some funds set aside for if people need to like rent a car, because she has to have like basically a chauffeur and this, that, and the other. So basically, we're going to be doing a drive on, it's going to be the 9th through the 10th of December. I think there might be some time zones where it actually ends up being like the 10th through the 11th because of like, but it's coming up December, like second week of December, first like full week of December. Okay. So stay tuned for that. And it's actually going to be like a 24-hour stream where we jump from channel to channel to channel. We're going to like maybe work our way all the way around the globe and try and get some funds together for, like I said, the expenses as far as getting somebody out there to stay with her. And then getting people like signed up and stuff to go out and stay with her and be caretakers and stuff like that. But if you are interested in signing up for any of that, please do email me. It's opheliahartwig@gmail.com, and please put Diana's kidney or something in the subject line. Unfortunately, after I did that video about Steve, I got signed up for like a bunch of like junk email stuff. We won't even get into it, but I now get literally hundreds of emails to that email every day, and I have to just like go through and delete it. So if you can put in, not hundreds anymore. I've gotten to the point where I've gone through and like removed myself from most of the mailing list. So, but I do still get like at least a handful of junk emails to that email a day. So if you could just put Diana's kidney in that subject line, so that I know to click on it. Moving on. Cute pet pics. I do want to start trying to do every stream. Maybe not Gamer Mom cooking streams on Friday. Maybe we will do cute pet pics on Friday. I don't know. We'll see. I'll ask Mom how she wants to do it. But this is definitely something that I want to start doing every single stream, because you guys have been uploading the most adorable pictures to my Discord. It's going to take me a little while to get through them, but like I don't even care, because like they're so cute. So this one is Ajani. The caption was, Ajani appreciated the shout out. Shout out to the cats watching the stream. Sorry, I can't read sometimes. I just thought this was the cutest. We did previously have a picture of Ajani on there. And I think Ajani has a sibling that's like Gideon, maybe? I could be wrong about that. Sorry if I got that wrong. Bunny Morrow sent this one with the caption, I finally caught the hair tie thief in action, which I thought was the most adorable. And this one here is Alita doing a sleep, which I was just like, oh my gosh, is this not the freaking cutest? Here, I'm going to make it full screen, because it just, like the little, oh my gosh, there's the little toe beans and the little glasses and the little sleepy face. It's just, oh my gosh, that is the cutest. That is the freaking cutest. Am I right, or am I right? So on to Amberlynn. I guess I could do like a little swoopy thing. You know how Emily D. Baker does the swoop? I've been working on getting a swoop. What I wanted actually initially was a cat swoop, like where it was like a cat chases itself around the screen or whatever. My cat ear headphones are on the fritz, so I don't know if that would even like make sense for my channel anymore. I don't know. Maybe I can make a fish swoop. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. I think it's easiest just to do like a color across. But that's called a stinger transition. And I've been looking into like making a stinger transition. Anyway, let's see what Amberlynn is up to. I can't tell in the window behind her if that Rarity, or I think it's Rarity. I think Wasabi has slightly longer fur and is a little bit darker. But yeah. Let's see what she's up to. Oh, I've got her muted.
So too.
But if you want, can we try again?
Oh, I think she said let's talk episode 2.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna try and play her at like regular speed because it's only, you know what though, I think I'm just gonna have to do 1.25. I forgot how like slow she talks. I never watch her on regular speed.
Okay, so just to get this like out in the open, my skin is not doing very good right now.
Dude, sames though, like for real. For real. I was just like looking in the mirror this morning and I was like, okay, well like I got this one and I got this one and I got this one, and like they're all like doing better, but like yeah, I get it.
You guys can tell it's super red. If you guys could feel it, it's super dry.
She's back to the black, like the tattoo choker again. I don't know if you guys noticed. It's so funny. To me, when it's like all stretched out like this, it looks like a bunch of like safety pins that are like all linked together. I know it's supposed to just look like a continuous like lacy loop, but it's so stretched out on her neck. I had a picture for a while that I like brought up, but she stopped wearing it. I thought she like saw me making fun of it. I guess not. She did add me on my Fitness Pal. I have to mention this. Good morning, guys. Um, she added me on my Fitness Pal. This was okay. So like years ago, when she started her like late, she has done like I think 2 or 3 different My Fitness Pal like logins. What I figured out what it is, when because I couldn't find my previous login, so it might just be that she lost her previous login. But what it also could be is, you have to like, it won't let you change your starting weight, right? So if you like gain weight, it's just gonna be like you've gained X amount of weight, and she wanted it to say like, oh, I've lost 65 pounds or whatever. So she keeps like restarting it to like put a higher starting weight. I think I could be wrong, but years ago I had added her when she was like, oh, add me on my Fitness Pal, and I did, right? And at the time I was using the Lose It app, which I still kind of like the Lose It app a little bit more than my Fitness Pal. This is not like paid promotion by either of them, by the way. It's just how it is. And I was like, well, if Amberlynn's on there and she'll like actually add people, I will add people. She never added me. I like tried to message her, nothing. Even after she like started doing like the live stream phase, I like went back on there and like messaged her and was like, hey, if you need like help with your live stream, blah, 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 blah. And I messaged her on Instagram, heard nothing. And then this community post where she was like, hey, I'm doing like Hello Honeydew again. This My Fitness Pal login. And I was like, I had added her previously. And I was like, hey, are you actually going to accept my friend request? Like in the comments on the community post. And she did not like the post. There were people who liked the post. She did not, but she did add me. And I think it was just like in a group of like a bunch of people that she added. But now we are actually My Fitness Pal pals. So D Smith says that it does look like safety fits, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm willing to bet. Now she has so far. She's done her journal, and it'll like give you an update that's like, oh, she's done her journal, but her journal is not public. Like I have my journal public, where you can like go and see that I ate like French fries with mayonnaise for lunch yesterday. Like you can go see that if you want. But she doesn't have any of that public, so it's just like when it posts, it says like, oh, Amberlynn did her food journal. Done. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I felt like I needed to like disclose that to all of y'all.
There are moments where it itches really bad. It's mainly all right here.
Because I have a little bit of a bias. She's my Fitness pal. We're accountability buddies.
I don't even want to film this video because seeing myself in the camera, it's kind of hard for me because I don't really have skin problems. So when it does happen, I just am very self-conscious about it. But we're just
okay. Part of the reason why I don't do edited videos is because I hate looking at myself. Like, when I do this, I have one screen and it's all full screen just Amberlynn. Like, and then I like switch back where I can like see the comments. Sometimes I'll have like my iPad out. My iPad's dead today, but I'll have my iPad out where it has just the comments up, and like I don't see myself because it's just like it makes you feel so self-conscious. You notice like all of the little bitty things that like you don't normally even think about yourself, and it just, yeah, I can see how that could be really difficult. And then like having like a bad skin day on top of it or a bad hair day on top of it or whatever, it's just like I've had like literal videos where I filmed an entire video and was just like I can't even like look at myself long enough to like edit this video, and I just threw it all away. I've done that multiple times. And then I was like, hey,
I just hope
I should start
soon.
just doing live streams, right? And then there's nothing I could do about it. Plus, I don't have to do the editing. I would like to eventually like hire an editor to like edit down my live streams, so that I can like have a more easily digestible video for people who don't want to sit here and hang out in the chat and stuff like that. But yeah, at this point, like I can't like stare at myself that much to like edit my own videos. So I have to commend her for that. I have to, even though it's only 17 minutes or something. But hey, 17 minutes, that's longer than a lot of her videos. So
I just am very self-conscious about it, but we're just gonna embrace it for now, and I just hope that it gets better soon. I really miss wearing makeup because that's when I feel my best, is when I have makeup.
but like makeup is that, like, I hate to say it, but it's like almost like an evil cycle. I don't wear makeup now. Like you guys are like looking at the camera and you're like, what do you fucking know about wearing makeup? When I was in cosmetology school, it was like literally part of our uniform where like we had to. It was like, I can show you in our manual, we had to wear makeup every single day, and it was like women had to arrive with full makeup, and then like we had to like do it like at home. We couldn't like finish it up at school because it was cosmetology school, which was one thing that I was always getting in trouble for. But that's like another thing, just because I lived like 45 minutes away, and then with the commute and everything. But whatever, not important. My point was. Sorry, got off on a tangent there. My point was that like when you wear a full face of makeup every single day, it makes your skin kind of shit, which makes you want to wear like more like concealer, which like makes your face kind of more shit, which makes you want to wear more makeup, and it's like it's like a self-driving cycle. I found also specifically for me that I was allergic to like most kinds of concealer. So that like became like its own issue where it would like make my eyes water and like my whole face would like get swollen in different places. It's not good. So yeah. But anyway, I have nothing against makeup. It's just a lot of hassle that I don't have time for every day. But like people who do it, like good on you if you enjoy it. And if you don't like to do it and you don't do it, good on you too. I just want to be clear. Like I don't have anything against it.
Okay, so every Monday night I have you guys ask me anything you want on my community post, and then I'll talk about it here. Just a way for me to keep a correspondence between all of us and just have any questions answered that you guys are curious about. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first one I'm going to read is...
I have not commented on any of her posts. They're up for such a short period of time between like when she's like, hey, comment on this and I'll talk about it tomorrow. And then like my thoughts are that like by the time I see that, oftentimes it's like 8 hours, 10, 12 hours later. And I'm like, you've already like done filmed it now. You're in editing mode, right? I don't know.
Kind of lengthy, so I'm just gonna like summarize it the best I can. You said the reason for not talking about what happened in your life is because you're afraid people might hurt those around you. That's fair, but there are ways you could do it without identifying those people. You can tell us what happened. You can tell us how you met the new people in your life. You don't have to mention their names or their location. You've started these stories, so it is only fair that you finish them. I completely get what you're saying.
I agree with what that person was saying, besides like the whole last part about like, oh, you started these stories, it's only fair that you finish them. Like, as a creator and as a live stream, like live content creator, and I think other live content creators can kind of commiserate with it. Commiserate isn't the right word, but like they could probably have their own experiences of like, you will start down a story and be like, oh, I can tell this story without any identifying details about this person, and it's friggin' hilarious. And you get halfway down there and you're like, oh shit, I don't know how to tell this part of the story. Like, there's not a way to tell this without giving up details. And so you just abandon the story, right? And it's just like, you know what, never mind. We're just going to like tell this part. And it's like, you get like an abbreviated version and people are like, wait, what about that thing? And it's like, so I get that, especially since she's been doing live streams. So I get what the person is saying about, like, especially now that she's doing more edited videos, that like, hey, you could say these are the details that I'm going to do. And then when you're editing, if you accidentally slip up, like make sure you watch it back several times, make sure that you don't slip up, and then you can publish that. Like that's doable. But as a content creator, like she doesn't owe you that the rest of that story is how I feel about it. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, all cats. You don't owe anyone owe anyone on the internet your life story. Pammy Poodle says it's like lead poisoning from makeup in the Georgian era. Yes, it was. It was but just because I have like super fucking sensitive skin, it's not like, oh, um all makeup is bad. It's not. There are good cosmetic products that are out there. There are hypoallergenic cosmetic products that are out there. It's just it's just because I'm a weird sensitive flower. Belladonna, beautiful lady, because women used to put it on their eyes to make their pupils dilate. Yeah. um. Also, it's poison. So yeah,
I'm sure it's very
good stuff.
frustrating that there are things I've mentioned that I stopped talking about, or I don't explain why my last breakup happened or
That's
anything like
fine.
that, which I totally get the frustration. But unfortunately, some stories are started that don't get to be finished, or the ending doesn't get to be shared, and that's just kind of reality. I will always have the people in my life come first and always respect their wishes if they don't want to be on camera. And
I completely 100% agree with what she said there. Completely 100% agree. Her body language a little bit there at the end was a little bit like doubtful, where it was like, I will always let the people in my life come first. Like, I think that there's maybe some issues in the past where like she has put her channel maybe above some other people in her life, and that's what's like making her feel a little bit like, I don't think she's lying when she's saying that. I should be clear. I completely 100% agree with her, and I don't think that she's lying there. Um, I think that there have been some times in the past where that wasn't necessarily true. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say on that.
I most definitely respect their wishes if they no longer want to be mentioned on YouTube at all. Like, I try my hardest to share things that are going on in my life without giving too many details away. I'm just having a hard time right now, currently, balancing them. I literally went from
I Oh my god, I totally get that. Oh my god, I totally get that. And so some of you guys know like this whole issue with, I had a little bit of some people that were like maybe trying to bully me a little bit online. I'm not going to like get into it. But some of you guys are like crazy detective, I shouldn't use that word. Serious detective, like super detectives. Also, some of you guys think that you are, but you weren't that great at it, because like some people like thought that they found my wife and it wasn't my wife, and then some people did maybe find my wife. And my wife, here's the thing, is that like she is fucking snappy. So if you like go find my wife on Twitter and then like you like shoot her some fucking bullshit, like she's gonna come back at you and she's gonna clap right back. So there was like that whole thing going on. And when that stuff happened, like me and my wife discussed, should we like make sure that like we don't have links for each other's content and that sort of thing. And we said, you know what, no, it's fine, we will. And I think probably we're at the point where actually we have talked about that, like I can say her name on stream, that she is okay with that. It hasn't like come up in the situation where like I would want to say her name yet, but it has been like a little bit of a weight off my shoulders that I don't have to like worry about editing that and every single thing that I say. Like when Becky did the thing with the phone call and she said a name and whether or not it was the right name, but like I don't want to have to like worry about always, which also like we've called my wife wifey since like before Amberlynn had like the wifey girlfriend. So I don't know, it's kind of like a little bit of a relief to me. And I get that because it is like an extra weight on my shoulders. It was whenever I was like talking about her before that I had to be like, okay, I'm not going to say her name and we're just going to call her wifey. And I was a little bit worried about that, but now I don't have to worry about it. But it had to be a process that we had to come to. So, and like sadly, I feel like the fact that like people like came after her and like tried to fucking bully her was like how we came to that process, and I don't want other people to have to go through that. In order to like be okay with sharing their information online. All cats no gluten says wifey is the OG wifey. That's right, she is. That's right, she is. But yeah, I totally get what Amberlynn is saying here. That it's like No, like that's the people in my life come first and I can't share everything. And you know what? Maybe she's not so good at like feathering out the edges of the details, where it's like, oh, I can tell you this, but I can't tell you that. And that's okay. That's okay because it's her priority is the people in her life, is what she's saying. And I hope that's true.
From oversharing and telling you guys absolutely everything to like not telling you guys anything at all. So now I'm trying to meet in the middle and trying to figure out how to manage personal life with YouTube life. Just please be patient with me because I will figure it out. No hate, just genuinely curious. It seems like you never take serious breaks in between relationships. Why do you think this is? And do you think it's a positive or negative thing about you? Oh, or when you walk Twinkie, what's your favorite part? Have you seen things you didn't before, like pretty flowers or interesting people? Anything strange? So I'm gonna answer the Twinkie question first. No, I haven't really seen anything I haven't seen before, nothing strange or interesting to share, but by far, my favorite part of walking Twinkie is just purely the enjoyment she has being outside walking. She's just super cute, and like every time she stops
She
to
is
sniff
really super
something,
cute.
or like if she sees another dog, she'll think that she needs to protect me.
I used to live in an apartment complex down south, and it looks like a very similar apartment complex to the one that Amberlynn lives in. Um, it is very much like okay, like let's get this shit done. And so you can kind of like do stuff to like make it more interesting. For Macy, we had like a backpack that I would put on her, and we had like water bottles that I would fill up the water bottles. So it was like heavy for her, and she was like, "Yeah, I get to go to work." She's part husky, and she just wanted to be a freaking sled dog. But like you could do stuff like that for Twinkie, right? Where it's like bring a toy, and then like we're gonna chase, we're gonna go down to this grassy area because the size of freaking Twinkie, you don't even need there to be like a park. With Macy, we would walk after dark, and they would like close down. There's like a kids actual like swing set park kind of like a park area that was fenced off, and it shut down at dark. There was like signs on it. It's like closed at dark, no kids after dark, and then after dark, we would go in there. We had permission. Don't worry, it wasn't like without permission. And then like, bring a toy with us and run around, stuff like that. With Twinkie, you didn't even need that much space. So if you even have just like a pool area or, even like somebody's yard, or you could even keep her on a leash and get some run-ins out. So, I get it that it's like probably fucking boring where she lives. That there's like, yeah, it's the same fucking loop. They could do it this way, or they can do it this way. And there's maybe like a little side loop too that they can like add on there sometimes if like Amberlynn's feeling, But yeah, it's like, I get it. You got to make it fun. And with Twinkie being a tiny little chihuahua, a lot of that fun play shit that I was doing with Macy, like out at the playground and stuff, was stuff that you can do with Twinkie, like inside your apartment. Like we've seen her apartment's fucking huge. By the way, I did look up these apartments. They start at like $1,200 a month for like a 1-bedroom. She's got either a 2 or 3 bedroom.
Do cute little barks. You think she's big and bad, but she's all talk and no bite. So you're right. It seems like I never take long breaks in between relationships, and I can see why people would think that was a negative thing, but it doesn't always have to be negative. I thoroughly just love. I love being in a relationship with someone. I love the affection.
Okay, you guys have heard me say it before, but I'm going to say it again. When's the last freaking time that Amberlynn had a platonic relationship with anybody? Man, woman, anybody. Right? Like she doesn't, in my opinion, I'm not a psychiatrist or anything like that, but I feel like she doesn't understand the difference between like friendship love and relationship love. Like you could just be friends with somebody and you can have like a best friend. You have a best friend that's completely platonic, and I don't think she gets that.
The companionship, just the way that it feels, like the stages of love, like true love is so beautiful and so fun, and like getting to know someone on that level.
But she said previously in her last relationship that she had never previously been in love besides with, we're going to call her other wifey. Because you're right, my wifey is the OG wifey. But other wifey was like the first person that she'd ever been like in love with. And like, so how do you know that you love love? That lasted like what, 2 weeks?
I do enjoy being single, but I also enjoy being in a relationship. Every relationship that
How do you enjoy being single? We've never seen you be single. You've never, The only time that we've ever seen you be single is like when you're like crying into your freaking camera or lying through your teeth about like what's going on in your life. I don't think that she at all enjoys being single. And what I think that she needs to do is like find a way to be comfortable being single. She doesn't have to like being single. There's nothing wrong with enjoying being in a relationship, but I think that she needs to get to a place, in my opinion, just my thoughts, feelings, and opinions. Uh, do I have that scene that screen? Yeah, here we go. It's just my thoughts, feelings, and opinions. Okay, guys. But my thoughts, feelings, and opinions are that like she needs to at least be comfortable being single. She needs to be okay being single. And then you'll be ready to be in a relationship when somebody comes along. But like you need to be able to like be on your own first, in my opinion. It's my opinion.
I've gotten in. I've never searched for it. Somehow it just kind of found me. I never purposely jump into things quickly. I always just go with the flow. And if it is what it is, it is what it is.
But like, if you're looking for that, you're gonna find it, even if you're not like actively looking for that, right? And the thing is, it is like a very typical, like, you've heard like the stereotypical like lesbian whatever, where it's like the second date you like get a U-Haul, right? Um, and I think that she's just been like, oh, okay, like I'm a lesbian, like I, you know what I mean? And it's just she has allowed herself, like she said, to just kind of like fall into that, but like it's because she hasn't been actively working on herself, and she just wants somebody to fucking validate her instead of working on herself. It's so much easier to find somebody who validates all of these things. You think these things about you are terrible, and they're like, oh, but it's cute and it's quirky and it's blah 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 blah. And then they're validating those things instead of like you actually like working on and fixing those things. My opinion. My thoughts, feelings, and opinions.
That makes sense. I truly don't believe in like relationship timelines. Like if you want to get married to someone a week after meeting them, go for it. And I don't believe that people
I mean, I have heard of like those types of marriages working. However, you guys know like my family works kind of in the legal field, and like I've heard so many times about those things like not working. They're like, I just don't think it's a good idea. I just don't think it's a good idea. That's all. Yeah.
should be looked down upon for wanting to spend their life with someone else. I personally
If you want to spend your life with somebody else, like great. Like it's okay. There's somebody in my life recently got married, and like they decided to like have a wedding despite like the whole panini, and then they had like people like over like inside their I'm not going to get into all of that, but like my thoughts on it were like you two love each other so fucking much. You want to spend the rest of your fucking lives together. Like what does it hurt to wait a year? Another year, another 2 years, whatever. It doesn't matter. If you guys are going to spend the rest of your fucking lives together, then like, what the fuck does the wedding matter? I don't know.
prefer sharing my life. I love being a part of someone else's life and also creating our own life. So I wanted to read a comment underneath that comment, and they said she can't be alone emotionally or physically because she can't truly take care of herself. So she latches on to whoever gives her attention. Completely false. I can take care of myself emotionally and physically.
I don't think so. Like, as far as emotionally, I don't think anybody can, like, just take care of themselves emotionally. I mean, like, there are things that you actively can do to, like, reach out in the right places and, like, associate with the right people and have, like, the right kind of, like, interactions. But, like, you need interactions. You can't just take care of your emotional health on your own. We're communal creatures. We live in a society.
The person I'm in a relationship with currently does not take care of me at all. I take care of myself. And then below that, someone said her girlfriends are just caretakers. She can't take care of herself. If it weren't for food delivery services, she wouldn't even be able to get groceries. I honestly, I cannot figure out why people think that my girlfriends are caretakers. I get it. 2019, Amberlynn.
Because like every one of your girlfriends have always been caretakers. Like,
she was cray cray. She looked like she needed a caretaker. She didn't have one, but she looked like she needed one. But this 2021.
But like you did because you had Becky. I should screenshot this one as my thumbnail. No, I already have the thumbnail done. But like this look of indignance is what is so fucking frustrating to me about the whole Amberverse. Is she's like, I didn't need a fucking caretaker. I just like lost my shit when Becky said that she was gonna fucking leave and then offered her a shit ton of fucking money to stay, but even that wasn't enough. Come on. You needed a caretaker. This is dishonest. You're being dishonest at this point. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Amberlynn going into 2022. Amberlynn, I don't know, like, do you guys still
Give me
just
one
like picture
second.
me as that girl in the past? I don't know. Like, I'm a literal
still here, but
30-year-old woman who can and does take care of herself. I know people will continue to think what they want because they'll see someone my size and just automatically assume that they can't take care of themselves. And I feel like
no,
in a
not
way,
automatically.
that is a form of fat shaming. Okay, so next one is
No, but like the evidence that you have given us, and also like you've talked about, like, oh, I couldn't stand in the shower and this, that, and the other. But like the timeline that you're talking about, saying like, oh, I couldn't stand in the shower and I couldn't take care of myself at that point in time. You were making videos saying the exact same fucking thing that you're saying right now, saying, hey, I absolutely can take care of myself, and maybe I couldn't take care of myself in the past, but I absolutely can take care of myself right now. Really? Because it's the same fucking thing that you were saying. Here you go. It's the cycle. It's the cycle. And I was really hoping that she was going to break the cycle. I was really hoping that she was going to break the cycle last time, actually. I really thought that the cancer and all of that was going to be like life fucking changing for her. And that was going to break the fucking cycle. And she was actually going to do, no. She gained back. How much of that weight did she gain back? No, she didn't gain back all of it. There's still a chance here. And that's why I've been still trying to give her a chance this whole fucking time. But like, don't start fucking lying again, Amber. Don't start fucking lying again. And you are.
water doesn't make you retain water. Fluid pushes fluid, girl. I have lymphedema. So by having lymphedema, when I don't drink enough water, I retain water / retain fluid, hold on to those things, and it makes losing weight harder because I'm retaining so much water. As a bigger person, obviously I have more water than the average, and lymphedema loves to get swollen, loves to have
I don't know
fluid.
anything about
So by me
lymphedema.
drinking more
Lymphedema.
water and flushing myself out, I am in fact
Drink more
drinking
coffee,
water that I am losing, which makes it easier to expel all the other water from my body, if that makes sense. And I am not being
Also, this is, my wife calls it my bitch goblet. I'm not opposed to the term bitch goblet. But it's just a Starbucks mug, but it's, this is because I love the color of this one. We've talked about it before. People argue about whether it's orange or brown. It's both. It's neither. They're the same color. I only ever put water in this and ice. Like, you can hear it. But that's all that ever goes in it. It's just ice water. And I love this cup so much that, like, I will just goddamn drink ice water all fucking day. And for a long time, I was doing, you guys have heard me talk about the Soda Stream, and I prefer like a fizzy water. And so because I need to drink 3 of these a day to get like my waters in. And so I would drink one of them full of just regular ice water, and then I would let myself have 2, fill it up twice with Soda Stream fizzy water. I'm fucking lazy. So that has actually kind of transitioned into like mostly just ice water, and then maybe I'll do a fizzy water at the end of the night. But I do have like a smaller Soda Stream bottle now, so I don't have to like, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. But yes, drink your waters, people. Drink your waters. Baby Poodle said, LOL, even the lymphedema has an agenda against her. It's not sentient, girl. You are so right, Baby Poodle. Oh my God, you are exactly right. That lymphedema has it out for her. Everybody has it out for her.
Dr. Lynn, this is not only common sense, but I've been told this by
Dr.
doctors and also by my oncologist. Next question. Why can you show us slicing scallions and making overcooked bacon and eggs, but not your lovely and complex meals that are seared and seasoned beautifully? Seems like something your viewers would really enjoy watching. I have honestly been trying to show more of me cooking.
Okay, to be fair, you guys have seen. Okay, I'm not a great cook. I'm not a great cook, but when I am like, I have tried to actually do like vlogs of. So I got Morningstar bacon, which is vegan bacon, and I was gonna do a vlog of making it up in the skillet and like my two bacons and an egg and everything. It is hard to cook like and film while you're cooking. So I get that. Also, she never said that she cooked it all herself, did she? She said this is what I'm having. She didn't say I cooked all of this. I don't know. We'll see what she says.
I am going to 100% admit right now that I dislike cooking. I'm trying to find like a joy and love for it. But it's like, I know, look how cute she is. Oh my God. But it's like, I know if I want to succeed in this weight loss, I need to get a little bit more creative instead of just typical broccoli and chicken. So on top of me disliking cooking, cooking for me is kind of like a chore. I'm trying to like not make it a chore, but since it feels like a chore, it's like vlogging it is the last thing I can think of, but I'm trying my hardest to start bringing you guys more in the kitchen and watching me cook and stuff like that, because it seems like you guys really do enjoy that. Okay, so next one is, I want you to talk about reaction channels. Why did you copyright strike Apathetic Facts' reactions, even though you claimed to not even know who they were when you were asked on live?
She gonna get into it. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. She might also just give us like a typical Amberlynn reaction. Shoosh. She might just give us a typical Amberlynn reaction where it's like, I'm not going to talk about it, but I have now addressed it. But you haven't. But we'll see.
Live stream and claim to not watch reaction channels or compilation channels. You do know what fair use is, right? You're supposed to be a content creator, so I would hope you understand the fair use laws and why it's laughable that you strike these channels. Not to mention, they're your bread and butter and keep you relevant. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you.
Her face, when she's like, they're your bread and butter. But like, girl, we kind of are. We kind of are. Not me specifically, but like the whole genre of like the reaction channel. I mean, how many of you guys have said to me, like, I did not even know who this person was until I started watching your shit. And now I cannot look away. Because like okay, it's not exactly her bread and butter, but like, yeah. It does drive traffic to her channel. Hi, Sabatanius! Ooh, just got done with the doctor's appointment. Well, oh my gosh, we're coming up on an hour in. But we're still not even halfway through Amberlynn's video, so we shall see. Peace and respect to you also, Richard. Hello, thank you for coming by.
You about who keeps who relevant, because that's just pointless and it's not productive in this.
Richard keeps me relevant. That's not true. That's not true. But Richard is an interesting fella and a very sweet guy. So I'm glad you came by. Thanks.
This conversation, I have never did a copyright strike on anybody until a few days ago. I have gone back and forth between watching.
I think that's true. I think that's true. And actually, up until today, I have not even bothered with my whole copyright law screen whenever I do Amberlynn reactions, because she doesn't. She usually does not copyright strike people. I think that's true. I think there was some talk about it before, but I think it was like Foodie Beauty did it, maybe, or I don't even know all of that. But as far as I know, this is the first time.
Watching reaction channels and not watching reaction channels for the last like few years. And I'm currently in a cycle where I have a few that I watch and I actually kind of enjoy them. So people saw that I've been watching Alex Ashok because I do enjoy him. And someone happened to message me on Instagram and told me, hey, someone is uploading your videos, your full videos onto their channel. Here, take a look.
They're not her full videos though. They are like, they're exactly the edits that I wish people would do to my videos, to be fair. They cut out all of like the bullshit crap that's like the unimportant bullshit crap, right, in her live streams, and they cut it down to like an easily consumable video. So like, it is, whether or not it's what's the word for it? Like whether or not it's see, this is the part that you would cut out. Um, but whether or not it's like changing it and it's like making it into new content, like that is debatable. But like they're not just uploading your videos. Like there's absolutely edits going. Thank you. I have not studied behavioral sciences, Richard. I'm autistic, so I think I just like have had to study kind of those types of things a little bit. But yeah.
They sent me a link, and here pops up Apathetic Facts. I love me a good compilation, so I was ready to watch them. I do not mind a reaction. I do not mind a compilation. I actually
But that's what it is, really. Transformative was the word that I was looking for earlier. It is a compilation, and she does do like cute little edits, and like she adds like little text in there. Like it's cute. It's cute.
enjoy compilations of me, but every single video I clicked on from Apathetic Facts was a video of mine that was not even edited. There might have been a little bubble of a word that wasn't in my video.
What? Girl, she took like hour-long live streams and made them into like 15, 20-minute videos, 30-minute videos. Like, how can you say that this wasn't edited? It was like so edited. Like, yeah.
Or there might have been like a beep every time I said moment, but it was my literal full video.
Did Apathetic Facts do that too? I remember Narc Alert did that, where it's every time she said the word moment, she like bleeped it out because we were so sick of hearing her say it. Which actually is part of the reason why I quit doing the Amberlynn Reid drinking game, was because she said that shit so often that I was like, people are gonna die if they try to like actually participate in this drinking game.
Being uploaded onto their channel, and I was like, wait a minute, is this fair use? I honestly didn't know what to do about it, so I myself contacted YouTube. I will never copyright a reaction channel. I will never.
She loves to be like, I myself contacted YouTube. Like, I mean, I myself have contacted YouTube. Is if you mean like the whole, like there's a button that is like contact YouTube about this issue, and then like you fill out a form, and then like, but because I got Jimmy Snow tried to copyright strike one of my reaction videos, and I like responded and I won, but I like had to actually like respond and have like the in-person thing. Is that what she's talking about? Thank you, Simos. Yeah, if you guys don't mind hitting the thumbs up button if you enjoy, it really does help the channel. But like, I don't think that you can like contact YouTube and be like, hey guys, can you like watch this video and like tell me, is that fair use or not? Like, you can report it and then they'll tell you like whether or not it gets copyright struck. But like, is that what she means by contacting YouTube?
Ever strike down a compilation of me because I don't care. But what is not okay,
I love that little edit that she put in there, by the way. Like, let's watch that again.
never copyright a reaction
She's getting
channel. I will
serious.
never, ever strike down a compilation of me because I
don't believe her.
care. But what is not okay,
How many takes do you think that she had to do of that to like be like so convincing? Because I still don't believe it.
is taking my full video and uploading it onto your channel and profiting off of it. That's not under fair use. And I kind of felt that in my heart. So that's why I contacted YouTube. I wanted to understand it a bit more. I sent them my channel. I sent them Apathetic Facts' channel. And unfortunately with YouTube, they literally cannot do anything about it because they need the creator, the copyright owner, to file the strike. So I'm over here like, do I really want to do this to this person? And
Yeah, so that's what she's like. I sent off an email into the ether and nothing happened. And because I don't necessarily believe her. I think she just reported it. I think she was just like report. Or maybe she like thought about it for the night, or maybe she like emailed it to like somebody that she had previously talked to at YouTube and they didn't respond to her. Like, yes, exactly, Pammy Poodle. Overly dramatic delivery. It is a lie. It is a lie. Like, I don't believe her. It's like, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. She's framing it like she has a professional opinion. But like I got a professional opinion from YouTube. I seriously think that she like might have just emailed somebody that she had previously talked to at YouTube and they were like, just file a copyright strike. Like, There was not like, she did not have like a 2 hour phone conversation with them where she's like, here, watch my video, which is an hour and a half long, and watch their video, which is 20 minutes long, and tell me, you know. They just did all the edits that like you probably should have done on your own. Let's be fair. She says it is if, well, YouTube allows me to make a claim, so that must mean that there's a violation. Yes, exactly, Pammy Poodle. Like, no, that's not how it works.
I did think of
Unfortunately, YouTube will typically side with the claimant, the people making the claim, until you fucking fight it, which is how, like, Jimmy Snow was basically hoping that I just wouldn't fight it. And I would be like, oh, okay, whatever, like, you win. Like, no. And then I fought it. And then that's when I started putting that thing at the beginning of my videos where I said, hey, copyright statute and all of that. And then he stopped claiming my videos. But, like, he did it because he has a bigger channel and he can just fucking bully people. And that's why you did it to these people, is because you're just trying to fucking bully them out of, like, doing this shit. And pretend like it isn't work when it is work, okay? Like, my wife has a compilation channel. She, like, compiles, like, TikTok videos that are on, like, a specific topic and that sort of thing. But, like, there are people who are like, this isn't work. This is just... And to be fair, it's not as difficult as editing your... Like, sitting down, filming a video, editing your own video. But it's a different type of content, right? Just because it's a different type of content doesn't mean that it's not fair use.
about it. For a solid 24 hours, I slept on it. I went back and forth. I talked to friends. I needed
Anyone
advice.
can make
I
claims,
didn't know what to do
exactly.
because I constantly said I will never strike a channel. But then when I heard everyone else's like opinions on the matter, they said this isn't right because they literally are stealing your content. And on top of people's advice, on top of my gut feeling,
They're editing down your content in a way that, like, a lot of viewers wish that you had edited down yourself, Amberlynn. That's the thing. I think that's the part that's, like, frustrating to her, right? It's like, well, I could just, like, edit it down myself. She's not adding anything, but she's transforming the content by taking out all of the shit that people, like, don't want to see and, like, fast forward through and all that sort of stuff, which is why people will go watch Apathetic Facts or Bottle or some of these other channels, which Apathetic Facts is one who, like, adds in shit too as well. Bottle also adds in some stuff, but, like, that's actually one of the reasons why I've used Bottle to, like, react to in the past when it was like I missed her live stream and I was wanting to do a reaction. I brought up Bottle's video because it was more digestible and it wasn't so much fucking bullshit like she has in her friggin' live streams, which she knows is there, which is why she quit doing friggin' live streams. So it's just, she's just mad that somebody else is, like, profiting off of what she could have done herself and didn't do, in my opinion.
and on top of YouTube telling me they are stealing your work, I realized
YouTube
all
didn't
right,
tell you
time
that.
to put my big girl panties on. So yes, I did strike some videos. I did. And I don't feel bad at all because they were literally stealing my content. So
I don't think she does feel bad. I really don't. Like, I actually believe her on that one. But, like, you should.
Apathetic Facts ended up emailing me. I will not share our messages. That is not okay. So we have been corresponding back and forth literally all day today.
Hasn't she shared messages in the past, though? Like, maybe Apathetic Facts said, please don't share this. That's different, in my opinion.
We are trying to find some type of compromise, and I gotta be honest, I literally can't find one. I let them know that they can continue making compilations of me. I really don't care. Like, go at it. That is not the issue. I think people are getting super confused between the true fair use and what y'all want the fair.
What's the issue then? Because, like, you said that you had an issue with her compilations, and that's what they were, was compilations. But what's different from that?
Fair use to really mean. It is messy. The whole strike, copyright, YouTube reaction situation is very messy, but there is a fine line. And out of all these years, this is the first time.
That's exactly Pammy Poodle. People will always love to devalue other people's work by saying, I could have done that. When, like, okay, but you didn't. You know? And that's, as an author, and as somebody who's, like, worked on writing a manuscript, and I've written a couple of novels that will never see the light of day, and I'm working on one that hopefully will someday see the light of day. But when people are like, oh, I would love to write a book, I could write a book. And it's like, okay, but, like, have you written a book? Like, have you? You know? And it's that Amberlynn has that same kind of attitude where it's like, well, they just, like, edited down my videos. Like, I could have done that. Well, but you didn't. You didn't. You just left them as like freaking 2-hour live streams that people had to like sort through. And these people went and sorted through it. And then they uploaded that. They transformed your content. I don't think she's I think she says she'd never share messages to discourage others from sharing anything that makes her look bad and setting herself up in the position to shame them for it. That's a very good point, Pammy Poodle. Because I've been very clear about, like, if you send me a message and it's something that, like, I would like to share publicly, I'm going to ask, hey, is it okay if I talk about this? But if you send me a message and you're like, hey, this is private, like, that will never see the light of day. And there's definitely a distinction between that. Now, there are people who are like, hey, anytime you send me a message, that's fair use. That I can show it, and so I will. But yeah, I think she's trying to make a point to say that, like, she's not that person. And if she's ever sent her a message, or she's ever sent somebody a message that's, like, maybe a little bit disparaging, that's shame on you if you share that.
That I have ever strike down some videos. I literally have physical proof because here on YouTube, in the YouTube studio, you can see any single video that you have striked and you cannot, like, edit it or anything like that. So if
struck, by the way, it's struck. But anyway,
there's other reaction channels saying that I have done this to them, they're lying, and you need to figure that out. Okay, so before I move,
I do believe her on that, because there are other reaction channels who have gotten strikes, but I don't necessarily know that they were directly struck by Amberlynn Reed herself. I think she is not lying about that. Now, this little goofy ass look on her face, I feel like we're about to get something good, because, like, this is the funny Amberlynn coming out. So, like, we'll see what's about to happen here.
Move on to the next comment. I just want to say, like, I'm sorry. I feel like this Let's Talk has gotten a little heated because low-key feel kind of attacked. I don't want to be, like, victim.
How is it, like, it's getting a little bit heated, but it's literally a scripted video? Because, like, sometimes I get a little heated on live stream. You see me get a little bit heated on live stream, especially if I'm, like, doing a reaction. And, like, I did not know that shit was coming. And it's like, we'll lose. Like, okay. But, like, this is a scripted video. Like, all you need to do is just, like, take a tea break, honey. Sorry, I said that in a way that was talking down. I take that back. But, like, all you need to do is, like, go and just, like, have a cup of coffee. You've been drinking coffee now lately. Like, as soon as you, like, feel yourself getting, like, a little bit hot under the collar, just, like, walk away. Because it's an edited video. Like, that's one of the beautiful things about it, is you can just, like, walk away and come back, and then you just, like, clip it all together in the editing phase. Yes, as a dog groomer, clients have tried to devalue my work and hassle process. Got that reason? Oh, yes. Okay, I could wash my dog myself. Okay, well, then go ahead and do it. Yeah. And haggle prices for the reason. Yeah. Sorry. I did not read you corrected it before I was even... before I was even reading it. Yeah. It's like, okay, well, then do it yourself. That's like how I was saying about the kind of good, kind of sav chick, which I think she's changed her name now. But when she was like, she remade Becky's box from, like, dollar store supplies. Okay, well, if that's what you wanted, then, like, maybe just buy dollar store supplies and make it yourself. You know, we don't need to devalue Becky's work.
But it's like I'm going through these comments and it's like wifey.
Sorry, guys. I know I keep scratching my nose. I have allergies, and it's not the panini. I have actually been tested for the panini recently because I was in quarantine and all that. I haven't even done anything since I was in quarantine, so I know that it's not the panini. It's just allergies. But I did kind of psych myself out when I was, like, waiting for my test results and stuff to come back.
Reaction channel strikes, wifey reaction channel strikes. I'm just like, there's more to my channel and more to me than all of that. And it's kind of just like a little bit overwhelming, to be honest. So let's just keep going. Okay. So next one is, do you currently have a therapist?
I get that it's kind of overwhelming, but, like, you're the one who, like, made it overwhelming. And if it's overwhelming, you can just take a step back. You know?
Counselor or psychologist, and how has it helped you in your journey? If not, Is there a reason why you don't currently have one, and would you consider getting one in the future? No, I do not have a counselor. Yes, I freaking got a therapist. Be proud. I did have a therapist like a couple months ago, and it just did not work out whatsoever. I have gotten
Okay, but like, where's your new therapist since then?
advice from y'all that like if you don't vibe with a therapist, find another one. I do not have a psychologist, but I am reaching out to one because my
You don't necessarily need a psychologist and a psychiatrist. You could have like one or the other. It's like totally fine.
psychiatrist wants me to get assessed for ADHD, and I personally agree with that. Next question.
I personally don't agree with that, but like go get it assessed. Like if you've got like a medical professional in your life telling you to like go fucking get it assessed, go fucking get it assessed, girl. Do it. I highly suggest it. Also, as somebody who's been assessed since the start of the panini, I will let you know it's actually a lot easier than apparently it used to be. Apparently you used to have to like go to a thing and like wait your turn to like be like evaluated like in person and all this shit, which sounds like just for my social anxiety like obnoxiously awful. Now you can basically do all of it online. So that's really cool. But anyway, moving on.
Is how do you remain close friends with your exes? What tips could you give at trying
Oh wait, there were comments. Sorry. Pammy Poodle said, but manipulators use emotion to manipulate. They think getting worked up is what makes their story convincing. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. And it works until you learn to see through it. Hello, April Diamond. It's advice from us that she's following, and when she ditches her therapist, accountability, Lynn. Yeah.
maintain a good relationship with someone you've ended a relationship?
Yeah, because she's going to blame us for ditching her therapist, but then, like, she's not actually going to, like, go find another therapist. But she did say that she goes to a psychiatrist. It sounds like it's a psychiatrist that will, like, prescribe her meds, but, like, isn't going to, like, do therapy and isn't going to, like, evaluate. But, like, why? I guess my question is, why can't the psychiatrist evaluate you? But who knows?
With. So obviously everyone's situation is different. Every relationship is different. I feel like if a relationship on my end ended terribly, then I would not want to stay friends with them. How I always saw it is like when you're in a relationship with someone, not only are they your lover, but they're your best friend. So everyone ends their relationship.
See, that's what I'm saying is she doesn't understand the difference between your lover and your best friend. And like there are relationships where like your lover is your best friend. But like and here's the thing is like my wife is my lover and my best friend. But like I also have like a best friend who is my best fucking friend. And he's been my best friend since before I met my wife for like years and years and years. We used to be roommates. Like we are best fucking friends. I could call him up. I could go knock on his fucking front door right now and be like, hey, I need a place to stay for the week. And he'd be like, okay, well, we got to move some furniture. Like that. I mean, we're like that. Okay. Like he could do the same for me. In the middle of a fucking pandemic, he could do the same for me. And he's probably one of like less than a handful of people who could. She does not have that type of relationship with anybody besides her partners, besides her romantic partners. She doesn't understand how to have a friendship that's not a romantic partnership, in my opinion. In my opinion. Let's see. If you are doing care remotely, you can expand your search radius as long as it's still in your state. Correct. Correct, all cats. She just did. She said we told her to bail if she's not vibing with them. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. You're exactly right, Pammy. Yeah, I didn't catch that until you said it, but like you're right. She's going to blame it on us. Oy. Oy vey.
Relationships for different reasons. So I'm just going to go based on my past. Most of me and my exes ended our relationship because we didn't work well as a couple anymore. But we still had that friendship going on that we didn't want to lose.
The way that she's like she's trying so hard to convince us. I think that she worked really hard to keep her exes in her life because she fucking depended on them, either emotionally or physically.
Just because you don't work with someone romantically, why take out the friendship and all of that? It's not like I'm breaking up with you because you're a bad person. It's not like they're breaking up with me because I'm a bad person. We just don't jive well.
Except for, I think that they were, like, by the way that she said that. Like, they were like, I don't want to be with you anymore. You're not. a good person. But yeah,
in a relationship.
I
I've
don't know.
noticed I still continue to jive very well with people I have been in a relationship with, but just as friends. Sometimes
Okay. And to be fair, another one of my very best friends, I wouldn't call him like my best friend, but he's up there in that like handful of people, like less than a handful of people. We dated. It's weird to think about now. We dated like 10 years ago. And when I think about it now, it's like, oh, yeah, we dated. But we kind of knew each other before that. And I think that, like, for us, like, we had to, like, date to, like, realize that, like, that wasn't what our friendship was about. But it is because I was in my freaking 20s and I didn't freaking know any better. So, like, I understand that happening. But, like, if that happens in all of your relationships, I think that there's, like, something going on.
it could be a little rocky at the beginning. It's kind of weird, I will admit. You might have to try to find that balance between, okay, so we're just friends now, so why did I just call you babe? Whoops. If you feel close,
I don't think that me and my friend did that. Like, ever. We went through, like, a phase of, like, 2 or 3 months where we didn't talk at all. Like, we had friends in common and stuff, but we didn't talk at all. And then we kind of came back to a friendship through our mutual friends. So maybe that was the difference. Because after the time that we split up, we never called each other babe again. We never, like, made romantic nothing. Nothing. We did, like, get together, like, physically, but that's another issue.
to someone, and just because you guys broke up does not mean that you guys have to go separate ways forever. Okay, so next question.
All Kat said, my longest best friend I dated in middle school. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's how, like, me and my friend are. That it's like we did actually, like, date for a while. But yeah. Yeah. They're the best and one of the people that I will be friends with forever. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Amberlynn, could you do a cooking
That can't happen.
demonstration of that pork chop with the mango salsa? It looked very tasty. I've watched you for years and it didn't look like any of your signature dishes. It almost as if someone else made it. Yes, I will definitely make that in a vlog for you guys. I've just been really trying.
Which, like, she knows how to make it now because, like, her girlfriend or whatever, like, made it for her. Like, I don't doubt that she can make it. I just think that she's, like, learning to make all of these things. But she just talked about previously how she's like, cooking is such a fucking chore. Like, I hate fucking vlogging it and this, that, and the other. And, like, I don't want to vlog cooking. And then she's like, oh, yes, I will vlog that for you. So, like, is she just going to, like, vlog wifey doing it, but, like, make sure that her hands aren't in it? I don't know.
Trying to step out of my comfort zone when it comes to cooking. I was doing live streams for literally 6 months, half a year. So you guys haven't seen the steps I've been taking when it comes to stuff like that, because behind the scenes I've been cooking, or at least trying to. But yeah.
But, like, you have been, like, showing us a little bit here and there. And it's not like, the thing is that it was like this 6 months off, and it wasn't like, oh, there was like this big step up in her cooking. It's like there was 6 months off, and then when we start seeing cooking vlogs again, there's like shit cooking, and then this food that is cooked really nicely that was not cooked on camera. Right? It's not like, oh, well, all of your cooking has improved. It's like your physical cooking that you're showing us definitely hasn't improved, but there are these much improved dishes that just appear magically without you having cooked them. That's where people are starting to doubt whether or not you actually cook these things yourself. That's, I just say, that's where it comes from, I think. Okay, no shade to Amberlynn. I still make 2 recipes I learned from my ex. Yeah. Yeah. I still make a lot of recipes that I learned from my ex. One is my absolute favorite, and I learned it from my ex. There's another one that we did last week for Gamer Mom Cooking. That's a recipe from my ex. But he maybe did it better. I don't know. Pammy Poodle says she'll try to recreate it, and when it comes out not as good, she'll go, well, I'm not perfect, and that's okay. Yeah, you're probably right. Or like, well, it wasn't great because I was like trying to vlog while I was doing it. So, it's not going to turn out as good. Dating a second generation Italian taught me a lot. That's Yeah, I dated a guy who like loved to cook. He wasn't um actually his dad was an immigrant, but like not Italian immigrant. I don't know where he got the his dad was actually I think an English immigrant, like from England, which if you know anything about English cooking, I think it's mostly just like Amberlynn's cooking, so I don't know. Sorry, no offense to any English people who are watching this. I loved the food when I was in England. I no complaints. No complaints.
Yes, I will definitely make the mango salsa for you guys because a lot of you have asked about it. Okay, so the next one and the last.
Oh yeah, mango salsa sounds like a good thing that she could demo for us for sure. Especially if she knows the recipe from Wifey or whatever. Or if she looked it up on all recipes or cooks.com or whatever. Like I'm not gonna like stick her in a box that it had to be her girlfriend showing her the recipe or anything. It's fine.
Last one. How do you feel about polyamorous relationships now? Everyone can do what they want. I firmly believe that. Like, I am not going to knock anyone. Love me a sister wives moment. Love me a moment where like two girlfriends are sharing two boyfriends. Like, I love that for them. But it's not me. It is not me. Like, if you
I'm
want to
glad
have
that she's like realized that because I think the one girlfriend was kind of like trying to like convince her of that. Now it sounds like they have broken up. I don't know that for a fact. It doesn't fucking matter. But like the fact that she has like realized this for herself and is like, I'm absolutely positive that I'm not polyamorous. Like, awesome. I love that for her.
a boyfriend, but then you want to have like six girlfriends or like two boyfriends or like math. I personally don't want to do that. I will.
Oh my god, that's the Amberlynn I love. People are like, some people are like, she doesn't fucking edit her videos. She never no, she has always done like these awesome little edits. Like, she's fucking clever. She's
I'll never
fucking
do
clever.
that. And it's just not for me. I am a monogamous person in the way that I think if you're in a relationship and you're in love with someone and you have like great sex, you have like true love, you have passion and chemistry, you have fun together, and you just overall vibe so well that you know that you want them to be like your future wife or husband, it's like,
I'm eating the other half of this box of M&Ms, so I'm logging it on my fitness pal. Just FYI.
why would you want to get in a relationship where you're kind of like accepting less than that? I mean, unless you want to be married to multiple people, that's
I really shouldn't be eating M&Ms, but it's been one hell of a month, so.
really up to you. But like, I see it as, okay, hi, I am absolutely in love with you. I want to marry you. You literally mean the world to me. I wake up every day and I think of you. We laugh together. We cry together because we love each other so much. Like, you are like what coats my heart. You have completed me in ways that I just didn't even know was possible. Like, I am thoroughly in love with you. Why would I want that? And then go find something less than that? That's
She doesn't understand polyamorous relationships because like the idea is that like you have that with like more than one person. It's fine. She's hilarious.
it.
That's
It doesn't
all.
make sense. For me, it doesn't
That
make
is all I have
sense.
to say.
And I most definitely do not want to be sharing the person I'm in love with. And that's just my opinion. So I do want to.
And I get that. I think it is for a lot of people. It's like a jealousy thing, and not that there's anything wrong with this, but it's like this is my person that I have a partnership with, and if they are partnering with somebody else, I feel devalued. And that's completely valid. I think that's completely fucking valid. I think she absolutely does have some monocentric thinking. But what I'm saying is that it's fine that she like knows that she's monogamous. She maybe needs to like work on maybe like her opinions of people who aren't. Yeah. That's just my thoughts on that.
Apologize to those who watched this the full way, that it was kind of like, I feel like this one was very like drama filled, and that's not my intention with these Let's Talk videos.
Amberlynn, what is your intention with these Let's Talk videos if your intention is not the drama? Because I think that's what it is you want all of the drama of the live streams without the pushback of the drama of the live stream. So it's like manufactured drama. Don't get me wrong, we all love manufactured drama. But let's not pretend that it's not. Let's not pretend that it's not real. You know? Yeah.
those at all. I'm hoping next
Sorry.
Let's Talk can be a little more like, hi, so I really love drinking water. This is my wallet. Don't forget to take vitamins. How many pets do you have? Love.
Also, she keeps using this fucking glass coffee cup. Do you just like cold coffee, Amberlynn? You just like cold coffee? You're just a fan of the cold coffee? Because that's why I drink out of a mug. It's my merch mug. savageminnow.live/merch. Sorry. I've had glass mugs like that in the past. I actually have one in the other room. I use it for cold beverages. Same for the Hunt a Killer mug. I have those as well. They're just not good for hot beverages, but
me a good talking
anyway.
moment. Oh, I miss doing my makeup. So now I'm going to put these on and I'm going to go edit this video. I hope that you guys did enjoy this and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Oh, okay. So she just wants to do a product haul for the next one. I'm not playing that outro. Oh, I was trying not to play the outro. Not playing the outro, damn it. You guys get what I'm saying. It's a little, yeah. Pimmy Poodle says, I used to feel that way, that jealousy. I don't as much anymore, but like you, I think that it's valid to know what you're comfortable with and stick to that. Exactly, Pimmy Poodle. Yeah, I think that she would like to do a product haul. I think she would probably like to be like sponsored by all those companies, right? Where like her whole like Let's Talk is just like her using sponsored products. I don't know if she has any product sponsorships, but if you have a product that you would like me to show on my stream, you can email my mom. It's just cold cream, like a glass of milk. I can dig it. Okay. Yeah, I like my coffee hot. Me and B have talked about this. B, no, just B. Like, that's the name of his channel is B dash no, just B. He and I have talked about this. We both like our coffee extremely hot, extremely strong, and with like powdered creamer in it, which is like so bad for you. It's not great for you. It's flammable. It's really not stuff that you should probably be like putting in your body like on a regular mass basis as much as I do. But that is what I enjoy. Also, I like flavored coffee. I don't think B likes that, but I'm one of those weird people where I'm like, yes, give me a vanilla hazelnut moment. Sorry, I had to. I had to. But I don't do all of like the creamy and the like all of that stuff like they do at Starbucks. So I mostly just like it strong with some flavors in there. So yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should try it with just like overfill it with the cream sometime and just drink it like cold. I do like iced coffee sometimes. So maybe it's like a combo of those two. Maybe it's good. Who knows? All right, guys, I am going to hop off of here and get some stuff done today. I will be back on Friday on this stream. Now, if you're looking for me tomorrow evening, afternoon, I'm going to be over on MathPig's channel. Again, we're going to do part 2 of the 10 questions for atheists by Answers and Reason. So if you want to go look for me over there. Otherwise, I will be back here on Friday with my mom at 10 a.m. Central. And I think there's somebody who said that I can maybe like borrow their copy of Goat Simulator. So I'm going to see if I can maybe get mom to play Goat Simulator. Otherwise, I might just like switch my screen over there and let her use my screen to play some Oregon Trail 2 right here on stream with you guys or something. But as always, we're going to be reacting to people on Reddit. And I think we're probably cooking something. That usually happens over on our stream. So please do come check that out. Subitanius is almost caught up. Oh, I'm going to feel bad that Subitanius is not going to be all the way caught up by the time we have to end the stream. But I do have to do a bunch of stuff today. What is the chance of doing a pancake light blue makeup so I look like Shiva? Love the top knot already. I know that name, but I can't, my brain is not doing like the connection to what character it is. But I'm assuming that it's like the full light blue. I have done cosplay before. I've never done cosplay like on stream, but we could maybe make that happen. Um, the one that I've been kind of thinking about as far as hair lately is Ensign Rand from the original Star Trek, the old one with Captain Kirk. She has this like it's like a French high roll, but it's like a basket weave. That's like on the front of her head, and I really wanted to try it and do that one. But makeup looks might actually be easier to do on stream because it's kind of like doing hair on is kind of like a it's not a more in-depth process, but I feel like there's like more going on as far as like you have to plug stuff in and add in other stuff, whereas makeup is more kind of compact. Okay, the Hindu god. Okay. Okay. The I remember now. I remember now. I was like that is clicking in my mind somewhere. But okay. I mean, we could make it happen sometime. I think they do like a red lip. And if I remember correctly, it's kind of like a gender neutral god, is that right? But I like that Pammy Poodle. Hair is construction, makeup is painting. Yes. Yes, I agree. I agree. Yeah, I could even just do like the like spray on hair color and do it like all dark for the Hindu god. Easier to paint than build on stream, absolutely. Now there are those people on Twitch who like do awesome like builds of all different kinds. There's one um who she does like she makes like full like furry costumes, like the full but like the I mean like full head and full costume and everything. She and I'm just amazed at how she does it. So yes, gender fluid. Okay. That is the one that I was thinking of then. Cool. Cool. We should maybe do that sometime. I will definitely consider it, Richard. All right, guys. I feel bad like jumping off before Subitanius catches up. Subitanius is awesome. One of my like longtime followers, hence the reason why they have his banner. But I've just got I've got a full day ahead of me today. So Subitanius is caught up. Yes! Okay, good. I was gonna feel terrible about jumping off before you made it here. So yay. So a thank you to Subitanius because they are one of my financial supporters. These guys are literally the guys who keep this channel running. They are my amazing, amazing, awesome financial supporters. Small Girl Laura also goes on this list. I just haven't had a chance to update it yet. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are wonderful. Thank you so very much. And I will see you later this week or next week. But yeah, I'm always awkward and I never know how to end these. So hit that like button if you feel like it. It really does help out the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Go and send my fry